start the car, go for a short drive out on a coffee run into the city, go get a coffee at my friend's coffee shop. Very cold outside, it's 3 degrees Celsius. I'm currently on summer tires, at least they're not cup tires, they are the 4S. So that does mean I am going to have to take it very easy. So apologies for that, there will be no dramatic driving today. I don't think so anyway. Let's see. Also a Ferrari TDF in the DTM sports cars at the moment for sale. I am trying to persuade Daniel to let me take out the TDF. I've always wanted to film one. No luck yet, but I'm working on it, bear with me. First of all, I want to talk about something that's just ridiculous about this car, and I know about some Ferraris in general, and that is how much this one in particular cost new that someone paid, and now how much it's for sale. So I've seen the configuration list for this car that someone paid, as I said, 459,000 euros. That is absolutely massive money. And it's now on the market for, I think, 279,000. Talk about a loss. But that got me thinking, okay, this must be a special car. And is it not probably a really good time to buy this car? So the car, I should say, has 5,000 kilometers on. That is one painful loss from a new car after 5,000 kilometers, which someone has taken. But for someone to buy this now, I just think it's really interesting. I want to see what this is like for that kind of new price. It must be something special. Mid-engine supercar, the daily Ferrari, 120 degree V6 twin turbo plug-in hybrid. Going back to the price quickly, I think a big part of the loss is that basically all hybrids these days, they just don't really hold their value. You know, you need a V12, a V10, 4-litre flat 6. You need a proper engine. I say proper engine, but at the end of the day, all I've heard about this engine in here is really good things. It might be icy. If I see it's icy, we're going to turn around, but let's go and have a look. It does sound quite nice. A lot of people have also suggested to me, Luke, you need to try the 296. It was actually after my Maserati MC20 video that people started suggesting it to me. If you are considering something like the MC20 and considering the price of this now, you would compare them if you were out to buy such a car. Now, I'm not such a hybrid fan, but I definitely can agree it has its benefits. Not just the additional added power, because it fills in all of the gaps from the turbocharger, but just I really like creeping out of your garage at home, crawling along totally silent. I think that's really quite nice, to be honest. Jumping in your car to go to the supermarket, which is 5 minutes down the road. It's never that healthy for a car, an engine, to be, you know, started and stopped so quickly. So just small things like that, going into the city quickly in fully electric. I think you get around 15 miles in electric mode. Supposedly, I've also heard that it's probably around 5 miles. So, you know, it's Ferrari. Not ideal conditions right here. There's a bit of grass there. It's not complete snow. Hopefully, oh, the sun, we might break through the cloud, which would be nice. This has the Assetto Fiorano packet, which, as I've read online, a lot of people say it's kind of nothing really to talk about. I think it's basically making the car a bit more track focused, more carbon bits and so on. Anyway, the price of that on this one cost 39,000. Another interesting option on this car is this really nice yellow stripe, painted. It looks fantastic. That cost 21,000 euros for the painted yellow stripe. So as you can see, you can get up to 459,000 quite quick with Ferrari. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 2.9 seconds. I've also heard that it can do it quicker than that. Something I definitely won't be able to test today, sadly. 819 horsepower. Maybe you can hear the squeaking going on. I've got the seat all the way back, which brings me to my first issue. Okay, I'm going to put it forward slightly, which means actually I'm too close to the steering wheel. So with the seat all the way back, I felt like I still was not having enough room. And I do honestly feel like I'm a bit too tall for this car. So let's put the seat all the way back, but then it starts squeaking. But just to show you, my legs are still too bent. Oh, that was a nice crackle then. Let's try and do that again. Some really nice burbles back there. The curb weight is a claimed 1,470 kilograms. There's a lot going on here. It feels like a lot of tech, but if you were to own one of these and spend a week with it, it's one of those things that you're going to learn how it all works. Definitely maybe a bit overwhelming at start. I'm also not sure about this start-stop button down here. When I first jumped in, I was searching around for this big, beautiful Ferrari start-stop button, and it's gone, which feels like a bit of a shame. I think the spec on this one is really beautiful. This grey, which I think is called Grigio Scuro or something like this. Steering is sharp. I know I'm only driving it slowly at the moment, but it is so sharp. Reminds me a bit of the Speciale actually. Super impressive. It just feels good. The chassis, the weight, the balance, the steering. And this is only going, as you can see, very well at low speeds. So I can only imagine what it's like given the opportunity to push it back down in the clouds, sadly. Now here's my exhaust test. It's not going to happen. Any acceleration. Let's do a very slow acceleration. Do apologise, it's far too slippery. That was the slowest, most gentle exhaust test I've ever done. I know you're going to hate on me a bit, but honestly, it's really slippery. Overall, so far, it's just a really nice experience, actually. The interior feels well put together. Lots of carbon fiber. Pretty much everywhere, actually. The leather feels nice. Actually can't really fault it at the moment, I must say. That was the first 8,000 RPM then. Very slow build up, but at least I managed to get one in. Well, I think that's enough taking risks for me today in expensive cars in icy conditions. Really happy to have tried this car. Honestly like it. Small exhaust test. Not bad at all. I've just realised also I have no fuel left. So this E mode, which I'm going to enter now, could well save me. It's empty, and I did not realise. I have 12 kilometres of electric range, and I know there's a fuel station in around 5 kilometres. So actually, right now, at this moment, I'm very, very grateful for the hybrid system. But anyway, fuel up and then carry on into Zurich to get a well-needed coffee.